What's New is presented by Assassin's Creed 3. Ignite the revolution. Available now.
So the first Cold War ended decades ago and the world was spared from annihilation. But if there's one thing we've learned, it's that the world never stays out of trouble. Black Ops 2 is here and it's time to find out what makes this Call of Duty different from the rest. And before someone leaves an angry comment, yes, it actually is pretty different.
They'll always need men like us. Those who are willing to do what others cannot.
Hey beautiful people, Naomi here with What's New. The year is 2025 and we are totally screwed. Luckily there are a few dedicated soldiers out there who will help us see through another global crisis. Black Ops 2 is pretty much like 3 separate games in one, so let's break down the campaign, the multiplayer mode, and everyone's favorite, zombies. So the first Black Ops was a tale of flashbacks and brainwashing. Basically, CIA agent Alex Mason was brainwashed to kill 3 traitors, while his handler, Agent Hudson, was tasked with stopping nerve gas from destroying the United States. Black Ops 2 is actually a direct sequel to those events. You'll be playing as Alex Mason again, via flashbacks, and his son, David Mason. Both Masons will be fighting against a common enemy, Raul Menendez, and you'll get to see how Raul gets to be as screwed up as he is. As a fun fact, one of the screenwriters behind The Dark Knight, David S. Goyer, actually helped write the script, although sadly, Batman isn't in the game. Instead, we get Sergeant Woods back, even though it looks like he blew up in the first game.
None of this surprises me.
They don't make grenade belts like they used to. Anyway, Alex's segments take place in the 80s and David is in 2025, where the enemy has hacked into our security defenses and is aiming to start a war between the US and China. New to the series are branching pathways, both within the levels and in the form of something called Strike Force missions. These missions are much more open than your typical Call of Duty missions. You can direct your squad members around the area, and if you feel the need, take direct control of any unit under your control. The story will continue whether you win or lose these missions, but the plot will change based on your success. Think of it like a choose-your-own-adventure book, only with hybrid RTS FPS gameplay, and not a book. Okay, it's nothing like a choose-your-own-adventure book. Alright, so we might as well just say it. Some people don't care about the campaign at all and just go straight to the multiplayer. That's okay, no one's judging you. Anyway, multiplayer got quite the overhaul. The new League Play mode throws you straight into the fire. After 5 placement matches, it puts you or your team into a league. The goal? Fight your way to the top. There's also the ability to live stream your matches, which is pretty nuts. In terms of modes, old favorites like Team Deathmatch, Search and Destroy, Capture the Flag, and Kill Confirmed are back. Joining those is multi-team battles, which is exactly like it sounds, and Hardpoint, which is King of the Hill with a roaming capture point. Multi-team battles has a max of 18 players and 6 teams total in one match, which makes things even more hectic than before. Finally, the Pick-10 class loadout system is different from before. Basically, everything that's part of your loadout is given a value of 1. This includes your weapons, your perks, attachments, everything. You can then keep adding and deleting things until the number value adds up to 10. You're also given a set of 3 wildcards. These let you break the rules of the system and increase the limit of things, the number of perks you equip, the number of attachments you can use, that sort of thing. It's all about customization and experimentation. Would you rather have 6 perks active or just 3 perks with a heavily modified gun? The choice is yours. So Treyarch has given us undead fun since World at War, but Black Ops 2 contains the series' most fully featured zombie mode yet. There's now a full-on campaign dedicated to the dead called Transit. It doesn't really have a story, but the real hook is its sizable map that you and up to 3 friends can explore. You can go on foot or by bus, each path containing its own tactical advantage. The bus can be your ticket to safety, or if enough enemies hop on board, your own portable coffin. Luckily, you won't be empty-handed. Players can find items throughout Transit's multiple locations and put them together to create buildables, like weapons or special tools that open up new environments. For something more traditional, Survival Mode offers a similar experience to past Call of Duty zombie modes. The difference is that each map is built from one small section of Transit's more expansive overworld. Other than that, it's pretty familiar. Grief Mode, though, is something totally new to the franchise. This new take on competitive play has up to 8 players competing in a 4-on-4 team match. The only goal is to outlast the other team, but unlike every other Call of Duty mode you've ever played, you can't shoot other players. Instead, you're racing to kill zombies to score resources for yourself, trying to protect your team, and at the same time attempting to position the enemy for an untimely zombie massacre. To grief the opposing team, you can toss meat at them to lure zombies toward them, shove them around a bit, and even hinder their ability to revive. To up the enjoyment even further, Treyarch has provided a zombie-fueled custom games option. You can create a new experience by selecting specific challenges like headshots only or no perk machines. There's also tons of other new features for deadheads like improved matchmaking, stat tracking, and leaderboards. Okay, that's a lot of Call of Duty for one day. Told ya there was a lot of new things. Remember that this show is all about telling you the new features. For our final say on the game, jump on over to our review. And if you're a fan of Black Ops 2, be sure to tell us what your favorite new feature is in the comments. I'm Naomi Kyle, and thanks for checking out What's New.